Welcome back to the Explainer. So, I want you to picture something with me for a second. Imagine this warm, golden sunlight cutting straight through the thick dust of a super busy Indian railway station. You know the kind, right? The air is just heavy with noise, rushing crowds everywhere, the constant booming roar of the trains. But right there, literally in the middle of all that chaos, is a story that completely redefines how we think about success.
At the absolute core of this story is a kid. He's just 12 years old. He had lost his father, so he was forced to grow up way faster than any kid should have to. But the thing is, he wasn't just out there trying to barely survive. Down on that dusty platform, he was carefully shining shoes day in and day out to fund this completely unbreakable dream he had. He wanted to get an education.
Now, out of the thousands of people who just blindly rush past him every single day, one kind, really observant businessman actually stops. He notices this kid's relentless drive. He sees the meticulous care he puts into his work and, that real fire in his eyes. And so he just asks him this simple but completely life-changing question. He says, "Why do you work so hard every day?" And the boy, he just looks up, smiles, and answers with this immense sense of pride. I mean, despite the tragic loss of his dad, he wasn't sitting there asking for pity. No way. He was taking complete ownership of his own future, actively choosing to pay for his education by working for it. Well, the businessman was deeply moved by this. Actually, he was so impressed by the kid's pure determination that he offered him what a lot of people would consider an absolute dream scenario. He offered to just pay all of his school fees. Straight up, he was offering him a totally easy, completely free path forward through charity. Now, I really want you to think about the immense weight of the response here. A 12-year-old boy sitting there working in the dust turns down a free ride. He actually chose self-respect over an easy handout. He literally told the man, "Sir, if you want to help me, give me an opportunity to work, not charity. I want to succeed through my own efforts." He didn't want the obstacle magically removed for him. He just wanted a fair chance to climb right over it himself. The businessman was just blown away by this incredible self-respect. So he didn't just hand over the cash. Instead, he helped the boy find a small job to actually support his education. And from there, it's just this cinematic montage of sheer grit. Imagine those late nights, the flickering lights as he's studying, exhausted after long shifts, the years passing by. Through all that relentless hard work, that 12-year-old boy transformed into a highly successful government officer. And this right here really highlights the profound difference between charity and opportunity. Charity? Well, that would have been a quick, temporary fix. Sure, it would have solved his financial problem for maybe a semester or two. But the opportunity to work, that preserved his dignity. It ignited this powerful engine of self-reliance that literally powered his entire lifelong success. So years later, this incredible story actually comes full circle. The now successful officer miraculously crosses paths with that exact same businessman. It's this incredibly heartwarming reunion, and the officer looks right at the man who completely changed his trajectory and says, "If you had given me charity that day instead of an opportunity, I might never have become the person I am today." It's just this beautiful moment of deep emotional gratitude, recognizing that the struggle itself was the very thing that forged his character. It really all boils down to the ultimate equation for true success. Hard work plus self-respect plus opportunity equals success. The moral here is so clear. It's that old saying, right? Don't just give someone a fish, teach them how to fish. Giving a person an opportunity is without a doubt the absolute greatest gift you can provide, simply because it empowers them to go out and build their own future. Which brings us to the end of today's Explainer, and I want to leave you with a question to chew on. Take a look at your own life, your own business, or your own community. Who can you offer an opportunity to today? Not just a quick handout, but a real, genuine chance for someone to build their own success story. Really think about that. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next Explainer.